Hello Year 2! I hope you're all safe and well and enjoying spending lots of time with your families. I'm missing you ever so much. I'm missing learning with you, I'm missing playing games outside, and I am particularly missing story time. Cosy story time after lunch, when we all get our cushions and our cuddly toys and we listen to a story. And I've tried to get over this. I've tried reading stories to my cuddly toys at home. Bernard here, for example. And to be honest, it's like he's not even listening. He doesn't giggle, he doesn't gasp at the right point. And I just didn't know what to do. But then I had an idea. I thought maybe if I read a story to you on the blog, then I might be able to hear your giggles and your gasps at the right time in the story all the way in my house. So hopefully this will work. And I'm going to read a story to you now. It's my favourite story ever. It's called A Squash and a Squeeze by Julia Donaldson. So I hope you enjoy it. First page. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's not enough room in my house. Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. Don't know what's going to happen next. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was pokey for one and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, then sat down to nibble the table leg. What do you think he'll ask her to do next? The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was tiny for two and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore! It was titchy for three and it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan." Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. The old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four and it was weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out, I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." I hope you're joining in at home. and she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take them all out," said the wise old man. "But then I'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window and out flew the hen. "That's better. At last I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. "My house is beginning to feel pretty big." What do you think she's realising? She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house. It's enormous now." "Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for 5. It's gigantic for 1. There's no need to grumble and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house." And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. The end. There's the last picture. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that story. And have a think now about what we can learn from that story. What did the old man teach the old lady? Think about how it might feel like your house is a bit of a squash and a squeeze at the moment because we've got to stay inside as much as we can. But also remember what the old lady learned. We're actually very, very lucky with all the things that we've got around us. We've got lots of toys and lots of games, and we've got people that really care about us. So each day, even though it might sometimes be a bit tricky, try to think of at least one thing that you are grateful for during this time, and that might cheer you up a little bit. If you enjoyed this story, then you can comment below what story you'd like to hear next time. I've got a few at home, so I'll just show you them to give you some ideas. I have got The World's Worst Children by David Williams. I don't think I'll find any of you in there. We've also got VFG Matilda, George's Marvellous Medicine by Roald Dahl. Or we've got this one, The Colour Monster. That looks really good as well. So I hope you have a lovely day and I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'm sure I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye!